few hours ago, I did my video about Drew Aller and how he fell from grace, and going back in time, he was a 5-star recruit coming out of Medina, Ohio. He was supposed to be the next Christian Hackenberg, but actually develop at Penn State, and through his first 2 years of being a starter, he had over 6,000 passing yards and nearly 50 touchdowns. He also helped Penn State make a deep run in the 2024 college football playoff, and after he could have been probably a second or third round pick, he would decide to come back for the 2025 season. Scouts said he checked every single box, but he just needed to refine his game and finally prove that he had the it factor. Unfortunately, it has been anything but that in 2025, as he didn't do much in their first 3 games against Nevada, Florida International, or Villanova, and that was weak competition. I guess they didn't really need to spice up the playbook in those first 3 games, but then against Oregon, he struggled. He played well in the fourth quarter, but then in overtime, he had a terrible telegraphed interception to Dylan Thieneman, and they lost at home in the whiteout game. This proved that Aller had not stepped up, as he had lost pretty much every big game in his career, and then after that, it just spiraled out of control. On the road against UCLA the following weekend, they had one of the worst losses in FBS history, as they were a top 10 team that lost to a horrible UCLA team. Aller didn't play all that well in that one, and then against Northwestern, he only had 100 yards and an interception before he would eventually go down with a leg injury that has sidelined him for the remainder of the season. He may be able to get a medical red shirt, but I'm not sure, and if he does, he'll probably come back at this point, but if he doesn't, he's probably a day 3 pick right now. He may have had a bigger fall from grace than anybody because everyone expected him to be the #1 overall guy and the franchise quarterback of the 2022 high school quarterback class.